how you doing? So yes, I want to come and show you a nice, cute, simple, somewhat affordable holiday look. You know, holidays is here. We are dead smack in the middle of it. But however, our makeup still has to look good. So I want to bring this makeup tutorial to you to show you how you can get a nice, simple makeup look. Few steps, but nothing to run home about. We can all do it. So stay tuned to see the video. Hey y'all. So I'm going to put some primer on. It's going to be kind of a talk through. Something simple, not too much. I'm putting my Too Faced Hangover Primer. It's still hanging in there. It ain't went nowhere. The next one I'm going to get is going to be the Black Radiance Primer. Or I'm going to try that Nivea Men's Balm thing. I hear that one is good. So I'm going to go ahead and groom my brows. But my eyebrows are done. Is it just me or does eyebrows take for freaking ever? But we want to make them look nice. And what I use, I just went back to an oldie. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I use chocolate. And mine is like almost dry, almost gone. But I feel like it's better than it was when I first got it. So when I'm going for, I guess, a softer brow, I use this. When I want to go hard, I use my pencil. This depends on what I want to do, but I'm going to go for a nice soft look. I do want to have a very sharp line on the edge. I'm going to get some normal little Scotch tape here and just line it up. I like when I use tape because it's kind of like foolproof. You know, you don't go over the line and you don't make a mess. Because sometimes you can make it, and you can always clean it up, but I just like this. The palette we're going to be using is the L'Oreal La Nude palette. This is the #2 palette. I didn't want to get the #1 because I feel like I have so many neutral palettes and things like that. So I said I'll just go ahead and get this one. And I really don't have any shades. Well, a palette, let me not say that. A palette that just has, oh, that just fell out. A palette that just has all these shades here. So this is supposed to be like a dupe for the Urban Decay, I believe it's #3. So the new 3 palette. So this is cool. My little tidbit on this palette, it's a good work palette. For me, it's a really, really good work palette. I have definitely wore it out because it's simple. You can use either 2 shades, 3 shades, or 1 shade, and you can really look well put together. So I like it for that. But before we get into it, I'm going to put in a nice warm orange crease color. I am going to be using my Ruby Kisses. I still have it in this little pack here because I don't have nowhere to put him. So I'm going to use a nice little fluffy blending brush. This is from Coastal Scents. I'm just going to put it in the crease. Okay, so now that I have my orange shade on for warmth, in person it definitely does look orange, but I'm going to tone it down. I'm going to take my NYX Dance the Tide. Now, I could have just used this particular shade on its own, but I wanted to kind of add some, just some texture and kind of layer it a little bit. So I'm going to put this over it because I don't want it to look too orangey. I just want it to look warm, if that makes any sense. I'm going to go ahead and focus on my brow bone. I'm going to use my Sephora face powder, which you kind of see is almost gone. I'm getting it down to the wire. Y'all, I didn't tell you. I returned the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So let's jump right on into the actual palette. So I want to go for a soft look, but yeah, I still want to have it looking very pink and mauvey and bring out all the pink and purple deep color right here and work that on my outer V. Now this definitely is a very powdery palette, so you're gonna have to definitely be careful. And I'm just focusing on the bottom half of my lid, pretty much like the outer V. Okay, so now that I have my crease color, my outer V, my outer area kind of deepens up just a little bit. I don't want it to look too harsh, but just kind of like, you know, that we have some color there. We have some makeup there. So I'm going to go in. I use this color here. So now I'm going to go in with this color right here, kind of in the beginning. I'm going to use an e.l.f. brush. I'm going to take some Fix Plus. And I'm going to put it on my lid. Pretty much like the inner part of my lid. And just blend it in the middle. And it's pretty much only in the inner corner here. Just to kind of give it a nice soft pink sparkle look. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. And now we have our nice clean. Now I'm going to dust off any of the excess eyeshadow that may have dropped. Because like I said before, this palette falls out. There's a lot of fallout in this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of play around with the bottom. I'm going to take a regular shader brush. This is from the Up and Up brand from Target. I'm going to go ahead and take the deep purple. And it's not really deep. It's kind of like, not even an eggplant. It's just a soft mauve type of eyeshadow. I'm just going to go ahead and just dab it under the eye. Take some brown eyeliner. This is the Rimmel. I always use this. I haven't changed. When it comes to liners, I'm like so whack. So whack. To go back in the palette. And I'm going to take that same lid color that we used. I'm not going to put any Fix Plus on it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here underneath my bottom lash line. And for my inner tear duct, I'm going to use the first pink shade, which is right here. And then just dust it on the inside. I don't know if it's just me or if it's you. I'm sure it's you too. You know when the holidays start rolling around, the holiday parties start coming and you just out, you really not getting any sleep. You trying to be grown and plus go to work at the same time. It's just too much. So I'm going to take a nice little cute sponge here. I have tons of these. I'm going to wet it with some Fix Plus. And I'm going to dab it in. Okay, so now that we have that well taken care of, I'm going to conceal. Now, since we have a holiday party we want to attend or whatever we're trying to do, I'm going to highlight just a little bit lighter than what I normally would. This is not my skin tone, but this is the actual Fit Me in Cafe. It's a really nice concealer. And take the same sponge, Fix Plus. Okay, so as you can see, this concealer, affordable, and it covers, and it gives you a nice highlight. Nothing over the top. Now, foundation. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Natural Hue. Now, I know this foundation is going to do me right. It's going to last me good. And if I'm going out doing an event and I want to go affordable, I don't want to just waste, you know, foundation, I use this one. Okay, and the shade that I use is Warm Caramel. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my foundation brush and I'm going to go underneath my highlight because I don't want to double. Okay, so after applying my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these little cute sponges. I got this from the Dollar Tree. I did wet it. It did not get any bigger. And as you can tell, my hands are wet. I'm going to go ahead and just try it out and see how it works. I will say it's very hard. Okay, so it blended out very well. It blended out nicely. I do like it, but however, this is definitely hard. I think I would just use this maybe, since it's so small and doesn't get really bigger, I can kind of like use this for under the eye when I'm doing my concealer. I think this would be great for that. I'm going to go ahead and set under the eye with my benign powder and then just pat. My face with my Sephora powder. I took back my MAC mineralized skin finish in, I think it was deep or dark tan. I didn't like it. I wanted to try something new, y'all, but I just can't. I took it back. I didn't like it. I'm gonna go back and get me another one of these. Okay, so I did dust underneath my eye. Just be mindful when you use your benign powder in case you are going to be, you know, going to a holiday party or doing anything like that. You're taking pictures. You don't want to have this because this can definitely give you flashback if you use too much. So that's why you want to kind of dust a lot of it away and kind of blend it with your actual face powder so it won't kind of have that flashback. So go ahead and bronze up the face a tad bit because I do have a lot of powder on and things like that. So I'm going to use my CoverGirl. Love it, love it, love it. I feel like I'm so late on certain things. But better late than never, right? I'm going to keep it simple. I think this is so affordable. And as you can see, a lot of my products that I'm using in my video is definitely affordable products. You don't have to break the bank to look good, ladies. You really don't. Okay, so I have my mascara on and now I'm going to focus on my lips. I'm going to take my lip pencil and Cabernet because I want kind of a berryness going on. I'm going to go ahead and use Matte Blissful since I'm going for a nice pinky mauve look. So to top off my Milani Matte Blissful lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and top it off with the Butter Gloss from NYX in Meringue. I love this one. So here is the final look. I love it. I love how it came out. It's super soft, but yet it has a statement. Nice mauve, pink, purple, eggplant tones, but on a soft and cooler scale, I should say, versus something that's really harsh and deep. And I love the pink lip that goes along with it because it's still glam, but yet it's still soft. Only thing I didn't do, I didn't put any lashes on. I'm still working on that, guys. It's kind of rough in the lash department. So, hey to all my new subscribers. Hey to all my loyals. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.